Greetings, Council and Mayor. I am Michael Richards of 1029 3rd Street, Southeast in Cedar Rapids. First, I would like to request that once this information is heard, that the City Council delay any decision in the hatch funding request until City Council takes time to review the photographic proof of what I'm going to say and make an on-site visit to see the physical remaining proof of what I will say. These are serious problems and they need to be reviewed seriously and completely before a decision is made. Former City Council member Dale Todd is asking Cedar Rapids City Council to provide another massive giveaway of taxpayer-owned assets to his cohort, Senator Jack Hatch of Des Moines. In the business world, a vendor or contractor is selected on the basis of their track record, the results they have actually delivered in the past. The criteria for selection for city neighborhood development projects seems to be raw political patronage. Someone who has political connections gets to deal with the city. Previous track record, ethics, or compliance with city code is not weighed for measurable results. The Cedar Rapids City government is preparing one more massive giveaway of our public assets to Senator Jack Hatch of Des Moines. Here's the track record of Hatch development to date in Cedar Rapids. During the first building project in Cedar Rapids, Hatch development had multiple infractions of city code and city-state law. Hatch ignored city code by illegally dumping leftover line-based concrete into public city alleyways and on neighboring property owners' private lawns. Violated state and criminal code by trespassing on neighbors' land, storing Hatch development building materials in private land without the owner's permission or consent. Wantonly violated common law principles of private property rights by usurping all access to the public city alley, building a fence locking out adjacent landowners, and blocking all access to neighbors' private driveways and garages, preventing such use. This violation of neighbors' property rights persisted for several months during Hatch Development's construction of the Oak Hill Brickstones. Hatch stripped out city alley pavement and created a huge mud hole that was a breeding ground for mosquito larvae in the spring. Hatch ignored all common practice of civility, common courtesy, and business ethics by intimidating and threatening an adjacent landowner by sending an agent to request legal signature to sign away the alley to the neighbor's alley right-of-way access. Hatch took over 2 city-owned lots to store Hatch development building material for many months with no permission from city authorities or providing any compensation to the city. Since the principal developers are an Iowa State Senator and former City Council member, Hatch and Todd must assume that they have special privilege that no average citizen has. They assume that public city land is available for their private storage use. Hatch Development expected to have special privilege from city government to receive building code variances, and then fought vigorously to deny the same consideration to their small business neighbor next door. City government provided Hatch with a 20-foot code variance on building to sidewalk setbacks. Hatch then turned around and fought aggressively to deny their small business next door neighbor a minor 4-foot variance. Fortunately, the Oak Hill Hatch Development expected to have special privilege from city government to receive building code variances, and then fought vigorously to deny the same consideration to their small business neighbor next door. City government provided Hatch with a 20-foot code variance on building to sidewalk setbacks. Hatch then turned around and fought aggressively to deny their small business next door neighbor a minor 4-foot variance. Fortunately, the Oak Hill Neighborhood Association stood on the side of the small business, and the local small business operator then received their variance after city council action. Hatch's action delayed the business opening for months, adding major cost to the small local business. During the Oak Hill Neighborhood Association meeting, where the association voted to send a letter to the city council supporting the 4-foot variance to the small business neighbor, Dale Todd stated, "We are spending a lot of money in this neighborhood, so we should get the variances. Privilege should be granted to a state senator and a former city council member." 21 association members voted to support Sweetie Pie's 4-foot variance. Oak Hill member, former city council member Jerry McCrane abstained from voting. Dale Todd was the one and only neighborhood association member who voted against the otherwise unanimous vote to support Sweetie Pie's variance. Since the neighborhood association voted contrary to Hatch development, Todd informed the neighborhood association he would no longer participate in neighborhood association meetings. Democracy is not very palatable when someone expects special political favors. In retaliation, Todd then requested that the officers of the Southside Investment Board rewrite their bylaws to ban any participation of the Oak Hill Neighborhood Association and the New Bohemia Group Incorporated. Members from any of the Southside Investment Board meetings, Todd states that SIB has private things to discuss that cannot be aired publicly. Most available land in the area is public land, so much for transparency and neighborhood inclusion. When public land and public funds are used, citizens have a right for complete and total transparency, not backroom deals for political patronage. SIB can thus only claim to represent the participating real estate developers. SIB has no valid claim to be a representative of the Oak Hill Jackson neighborhood or New Bohemia Incorporated, as all grassroots local participation has officially been banned by SIB Incorporated.
Michael, I'm going to interrupt you,
yes.
Although you can leave your 5 minutes has expired, but I'll let you hand your remarks to...
Okay, the 5 minutes is over?
Yes, it is. Thank
you. I do voice my strong support for the Jelinek project, because that supports the local lot.
So over here is an alley, and well, here's the city lot. This is 916 10th Avenue, southeast, and here's an alleyway to a private garage. It belongs to this house over here, and Hatch Company actually had this shut off, and they had surveillance, and they literally blocked people out of their driveway, which I'll show you. This is a private driveway, and those apartments cost us $190,000 each. Okay, so they had their equipment stored over here. I don't even know how anybody can get out of this driveway, and I have a little tiny car. They had their equipment stored over here, and they had it on here in front of this garage. The only way to get to this garage is in this little tiny driveway that I'm having a very difficult time getting out of. For 4 months. Okay, and so here's the alleyway looking in from the Hatch development. Looking out. They also used Hatch Development over here. Their construction company used this city-owned lot to store their equipment while they built that building, and this city-owned lot to store the building equipment. And this city-owned lot did have grass on it until the company came and destroyed the grass.
Mayor Dale Todd, Hatch Development Group, 1156th Street Southeast. I want to thank you for your Christmas story. It reminded me of how disappointed I was years ago during the Christmas tree lighting ceremony when I found out that you actually don't like the Christmas tree. It was Dave Kramer who talked into a walkie-talkie to Dave Smith, who was in the bottom of City Hall, would pull the switch, and you hope that it all happened at the same time. But specifically, I'd like to talk about two projects. The one that's in front of you today, it's a good project. It's a sound project. We look forward to getting into the Taylor neighborhood. That's a neighborhood that's had challenges, and we look forward to getting in there and helping to turn it around. It was the same thing we encountered in Oak Hill Jackson when, after years of disinvestment, we were asked to go there and invest and partner. In fact, Mr. Richards was one of the partners at the time who came in front of council and spoke in favor of our project that, in fact, ended up being one of the best in the nation on 2 separate awards. I watched Mr. Elgin when Mr. Richards went through his litany of things we did, and I mean, these are things we weren't aware of. And the things that we were aware of, we were on it. That was my job to correct it when it was made notice to us. And so Hatch Development is not going to engage in name calling. We think it's the lowest form of baiting that can happen. Our projects stand on our own. Before us, I remember Fred Timko got the same thing when he went into Bottle Works. Kyle Skogman got the same thing when he built the neighborhoods. I mean, it's because of who we are, Senator Hatch and myself. We go extra lengths to be transparent, to be open. Everything we do is above board. You folks know it. That's why it's such a great partnership. These kind of emails I got years ago. They were the ones that at the last minute, they always brought scrutiny, criticism to the project. And if I had sat and listened to them all day long, we wouldn't have an ice arena, we wouldn't have a ballpark, we wouldn't have a soccer complex, we wouldn't have swimming pools. It's the same thing you folks see with your hotel, convention center, your other development projects with the library. This stuff is going to be out there. The challenge for us is to learn how to deal with it. We deal with it, it cuts into your work, it cuts into my work, it's a pain, but the reality is with three-piece speech, folks are going to do what they're going to do. If you have any questions, let us know. If Dave wants to reply to those things, he's more than welcome. I asked our contractors, this stuff just comes out of the air. And so, thank you so much for your time. Good luck.
Thank you, Dale.